as could be out here in the Texas sun.
The more races we do, the more sessions we run, the more knowledge we gain about this car. And it's a fast little mighty mite, man. It is a formidable car. It doesn't look like much, but I'll tell you what, it's got plenty of power and it packs a punch out here on these courses. It's a great Saturday car, and we found that out today. It's good on the autocross, and we all know what it does on the speed stop. Over the speed stop after we completed the autocross, and just like the autocross, when you looked at it initially, you go, oh, well, this is a pretty simple course. And it is, and it isn't. But when you looked at all the booby traps that they set up for you there, again, we had painted surfaces that were slick that you had to avoid. And it's right in the middle of the last turn leading to the stop box. So if you hit that, the car just pushes and understeers and won't have any grip at all. You go to the outside of it, it's off camber and bumpy, so you know, you're just kind of rolling the dice on which line to take through there. The track was pretty bumpy and threw the car around quite a bit. And there were little nooks and crannies where you could skate the car outside of the cone line and use to your advantage to get a better line through the corners. The speed stop is definitely does damage to your car. I mean, it is so hard on everything. It's hard on the engine. It's hard on the clutches. It's hard on the brakes. The biggest fear I have with the Evo in launching the car on a speed stop is breaking an axle. If you let the clutch out too quickly, the wheels hop up and down because it's trying to launch you forward. So you really got to concentrate on letting the clutch out smoothly and deliberately, not super fast. Don't dump the clutch, and let the clutches do their job in transferring the power from the engine to the wheels, to the tires, to the ground. That's what I really focus on. If I get that right, then I know I'm going to have a potential for a great run. Power setting first run, you know, around a 14.1. Quick time is 13.3. So right off the bat, we're only 0.7 of a second off of the quickest time of the day. The goal is to stick a time in there right away so you don't have to do all these runs to beat everybody.
Now we're just trying to manipulate the car. And, yeah, my particular car is good everywhere except for in the stop box. There's a bunch of big bumps and a little tabletop right before we get into the box. And the ABS is in release. And the thing will put its nose down, and then we hit those bumps, it just goes sour immediately. So, we need a couple tests. We're going to have to try to find it here.
Danny ran a 13.5 just now. So, I don't know. I think we'll look good, but Ronnie's still got to run too, so we'll see. On my second lap around, I posted up a really, really good time. I was second place overall, and I thought, well, let's just sit out a couple and see how we're doing. But everybody started to catch me.
trying to get these tires cool so we get a little bit better launch and they'll handle a little bit better through the back part of the course. If they compared like the 60-foot times of a lot of these cars, you know, that's where the thing's won and lost right there, is the first 60 feet. But granted, you still got to drive it, park in the box, not hit a cone and do all your stuff, but you know, the thing's won the first 60 foot of the whole thing.
These other guys in Corvettes and Mike DeSold in his Camaro, they're tweaking on their cars, getting faster and faster. So they keep kind of chomping away at us. We're not able to go any faster right now. We're close, but you know, they're coming. Every 1/10 of a second is like a second on a road course. So you just can't make any mistakes at all. You have to put in that perfect lap in order to get that perfect time.
I think Forbes is leading. He's a 13.2, Ken's a 13.3. DeSold and I are both 13.5, so we need a little bit more time and we're gonna see what happens here.
We're that close, that close. Come on now, we can do this. And it was coming down to crunch time. James Forbes got in front of me. Ronnie Soliman got in front of me. Once again, here we're behind the 8 ball. We got 20 minutes left. There might be 2 runs left in the car. 13.1 will lock it up. This is the one, here we go. Yeah! I knew I had it, but it's just a matter of getting everything just right. It's a 13-second run. We found out that we weren't boosting, weren't spinning up the turbo fast enough to make any power going to the stop box. So I concentrated on getting on the throttle sooner so it would spin up and make more power sooner. And that's what we did, and we were able to get the time. Yeah, baby. You got the record? Yeah. It's a bit of a nail biter right now, but I'd rather be in the lead and being chased than being the one doing the chasing, so I'll take it.
You got more wheels, I expected it. It's all fun. So I blow out my transmission trying to match it now. Great.
It gave us 0.2 of a second clear of everybody else. So we thought we had it until we saw Ronnie Soliman making his last run. Last car, last run of the day, and we were watching Ronnie. Wow. When I saw Ronnie post up that time of 13.1 for second place overall on speed stop, I wanted to run up there and hug him. And I was giving him the thumbs up and clapping, and he had a big smile on his face. Nice. Congratulations. Way to go, man. That's awesome. Because it really helped me out. I know it helped him out too, because he was right behind me on the autocross. But Danny, you know, had posted up that big time on the autocross and won overall. But what that did was it put Ronnie and Forbes and some other cars in between me and Danny, so that helped me leapfrog everybody, and now we're sitting in first place in GTL and first place overall for the event. And here we are. We're at COTA, man. This is like sitting in a shrine. All the Formula One guys are going to be here in a couple months. And now this is just take it all in and enjoy it. This is a bucket list thing. Check it off the bucket list. And you know, in talking with everybody, there's a little bit of different energy in the air, man. I mean, everybody's kind of got a little bit of nervousness, and I do too. I got little butterflies going on because this place is special. If you don't have butterflies before you go out on a track session, you know, you don't have the pulse.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Think of this track as the best track we go to all year long, then multiply it times 2. That's how good it is. You know, I don't know where we stand exactly in points. I don't know that I want to know. I just want to go out and run the very best I can and let the chips fall where they may. One of the things that I did that was critical to going fast today on Sunday at COTA was I came down here about a month ago in my white Camaro on a track day that they held with one of the local groups, and I was able to drive Saturday and Sunday and learn this track. And that gives me a huge advantage coming into today, because this track is not one that you learn in 20 minutes on a session. It is Circuit of Americas. This is the United States Grand Prix track. This is the ultimate track in our country right here. I was happy with, you know, 3rd overall. I knew that I had quite a bit of time left out there, at least a second, perhaps even 2 seconds. And so, you know, it's like, whatever, you know, let's wait for the next session and go out there and really hammer the car and see if we can't get some speed out of it.
My initial plan for the track, I'm going to keep the car on line and just keep building speed as we go, and plan corner exits instead of corner entries, and that typically works out better for speed and safety.
He's the best in the country when he comes to driving these type of cars that we race. And he'll go out and set a fast time from the get-go. So, you know, all eyes are going to be on him. He's Mr. Sunday. He goes and kicks everybody's butt on Sunday. So I'm just hoping to be close and beat everybody else.
He really is an alien, as Carl Dunn would call him. He is amazing at what he can do in that Corvette, and any other car for that matter.
I don't know where I can go faster. I mean, I literally poured it all out right there. That should have been really fast. Well, we went faster by 1/10 of a second. That's all we improved. I'm really starting to get frustrated. It's like, what am I doing wrong? 2 competitors had leapfrogged me. James Forbes got in front of me. Ronnie Soliman and the other Evos in front of me. And I'm just going, what the heck do we have to do here? And then we decided to start looking at the engine, see if we can find a problem. So here's the culprit. We were wondering why we didn't go faster. I pushed a lot harder in that session, and the time should have been there, but we're missing the little electrode that goes over the spark plug there that makes a spark. So we're essentially running on 3 cylinders out there. So we got a replacement, put it in the car. We found our power this next session, look out. You know, it's always in the back of your mind, you know, is it me? Am I messing up? And it makes me feel good that we found a problem with the engine, that it wasn't putting out maximum power. And that's the reason why we didn't go as fast. So we found that, we've solved the problem. Hopefully we'll have that problem fixed in time for the last session of the day, and we'll be able to get our times back.
In that third session going out, I knew that I really had to lay down my very best perfect lap possible in order to get those positions back. We got going and took the green flag and the car was running great. I knew that if I could latch onto the bumper of the Porsche ahead of me, he was quite a bit quicker than the Evo, that I should be able to put down a pretty good time and get those positions back. So, hey, we were cruising, we're driving hard, just like we normally had done before, and went through the S's, up over the hills, and when we approached turn 10, which is a blind left-hand corner, and it goes downhill after that, you know, it's a flat out in 4th gear, shifted into 4th gear, went flat out. As soon as I hit the apex,
boom, it just exploded, water, oil all over the windshield. The car was gone, it's out of control. But unfortunately, everybody behind me was on it too. They're on it full screw coming over the top of the hill. They hit my oil and were instantly out of control.
Ronnie came over the hill. He was out of control. He barely missed me, narrowly missed me.
It was that close. It was a close one. You're concentrating ahead of you and getting a good lap, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you have a big bang, and water hits the windshield, you can't see, and next thing you know, the car is spinning out of control. You have no control whatsoever. You can't save it, you can't catch it, but the car is just gone. I apologize to Ronnie. Great piece of driving, man. Thank you so much. James Forbes, thank you. Great piece of driving for being able to miss us. You know, Jake Rosell, same thing. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.